You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 252.
Man, 252, that's crazy.
Yes,
but
sir.
hey, it's officially Q-Vember, so I'm Osama bin hopping this week. Yeah.
That's hilarious. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast, and our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I'm the Mind of Ralph across your social media platforms.
On Twitter, I'm JON2_ the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Also, special shout out to WDJYFM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL, ho.
Shout out to OS Gang down there in Georgia, man. Man. Brethren, Osama bin hopping. That's hilarious.
Hey,
how you feeling, bro?
I'm just saying, man, the group chat ain't shit, but you know, that's where that came from. I would never give myself that name. but no, everything's good, man. Like we had a great pre-production bro talk. You know, everything's good, everything's up and up. Feeling very optimistic about 2025 because you got to feel like about it now because it's here. We here now. You know what I'm saying? When you start, listen, when you get in the dark days of, November, December,
it's crazy.
Pack it up.
Literally the dark days because it's about to be dark now.
Yeah, pack it up.
Pack it up.
Pack it up.
Happy daylight savings time. Everybody thought that shit was over. Nope.
Man, what?
Nope.
But nah, other than that, man, I can't complain, man. What about you?
Bro, I'm tired. I am tired. Unc is tired. Listen, I had one of the busiest weeks I've had probably all year, and like, man, just tired. Everything is good. Just just being extremely busy is crazy. Trying to take the time this weekend to really rest and recharge. Because man, I'm talking Monday through Friday every day.
The
just
week's getting crazy.
It's
crazy.
insane, man.
Hey, man, and this is coming to you Monday before Election Day. We hope you guys. Well, it's too late to register, but we hope that you guys have, at least participated in early voting or have, or going to the polls on Tuesday. Your vote does matter.
Yeah, and if you listening after Tuesday, hopefully you voted.
Yeah,
and
God help us all.
Hey,
that's all I gotta say.
I can't put it no other way. We're not telling you who to vote for, but we'll see. We'll see what the country is like in a few days. Because man, one thing about that, Listen, I cannot wait for this election to be over, no matter who wins, because I am tired of getting all these spam text messages. If I get another, hey, it's Kamala. Hey, it's Trump. No, I don't care. Don't text me. I didn't give you my number. Don't text me.
I thought you paid, for I thought I was paying AT&T for spam protection. I didn't know what the hell's going on.
Man, what?
How y'all get my number? That's crazy.
No, that's real.
That's some real shit though.
Oh my God, I can't wait to stop receiving these damn spam text messages. But anyway. Nonetheless, we're here.
Yeah, we're here, man. Hey, man, what you got off the dome?
Off the dome.
I got one for you, bro. It's a music question. It's more so of a trend that I've been noticing lately, and I'll use this one as an example. Gucci Mane has a extremely hood hit called I Think I Love Her.
Okay, yeah.
Has Esther Dean on the hook. That's the woman voice that does like the back and forth with Gucci.
Yeah.
Now it's a remix that's out now, has a video and everything, has Gucci Mane and Stacey Red. I Think I Love Her.
Okay, I think I caught a clip of that.
Yeah. Cool, right? You already understand what that is. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to ask you who you think should do something like that, but do you think that's a trend you would like to continue to, to see like a remix beyond its time, pretty much? You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't necessarily have to be I guess like a like a Gucci and a Sexy Red, because that's a generational gap.
Yeah.
But just like, do you think that's something that you would like to see, like a remix?
Like
that.
honestly, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
My only thing with those types of remixes is I hope the artist does it justice. Like, yeah, Sexy Red has like Gucci is on the track with Sexy Red, right? With Gucci being
makes sense.
It makes sense. But if the trend is going to continue, I'm not necessarily saying you have to have the original artist on the track. But if you're going to like make it good,
no,
because we've heard some remixes that maybe didn't hit as well. That maybe didn't hit as well. So I'm not mad at it. I think it should continue. I would like for it to continue because just like our parents and the people before us, how things keep, things get remixed and sampled and things like that. We're that age now where things we grew up on, I'm talking about 2000s. Yeah. Hey, 2010s might not be far behind, which is crazy to think about. But I'd like to see those things sampled.
Yeah, I like to see it too. I wouldn't say like sample because I think like we get caught up in like sample and all that type of thing, but just a straight up remix, like the original artist, and they just go get an artist of their choosing. You know what I'm saying? Rather be current or somebody from their class or whatever. But it's just a remix beyond the time of the song being made. That's why it's like, because I think I Love is like 2008, 2009.
Yeah, that's
that's back there.
Damn near 20.
Man, what?
Damn near 20.
So, like you talking about a song Sexy Red was probably in elementary school on. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to think about the age gap in that.
That's true.
So,
that's so sad.
So,
but no, I'm not mad at
but
that.
I'm not mad at that being continue to be a trend. Like I don't want, but this is the thing. Like, and I only listen to that song once because I don't expect to hear it again. But it's kind of like when I'm outside, I want to hear the original. I don't want to hear that shit.
Right.
But if you go do it, like you said, do it justice. So like do new verses. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about for the original artist.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
don't put the verse from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And like you change one drum or something like that.
Yeah, but I think Gucci did have new verses. It was just, and I think the beat was even kind of like updated. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, it was the same beat, but it was kind of like you could tell they retooled it, did something to it.
Okay.
So now I would love that trend to continue. Just kind of be like a promotional thing. Like because streaming and YouTube go find this money to you, and you can always perform that. If that ever makes it to your set list. So yes, to answer the question, I want to see something.
Nah, fact. Okay, that's what's up. I like that. All right. So for my Off the Dome, So coming off the heels of the Hot Boys and the Big Timers reunion at Lil Weezyana Fest yesterday. Shout out to Wayne for that.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, like, what's one of your favorite like stunt bars, like braggadocious bars? Like, we always get I got a watch that costs a car that costs a house. Like, what's one of your favorite bars like that?
Well, hey, I don't think this is really like a bar, but hey man, and Diddy, is he canceled yet? Can I talk about him?
The crazy thing is, after all the allegations, the video and all that stuff, nobody said they're not listening to Diddy music no more. So I guess not.
And what's so crazy is this came on the song later in his career. He made a dance song with Pharrell called Finna Get Loose, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a dope track, dope high energy track, whatever. But he's talking, he's not rapping at this point.
Okay.
He said, I'm doing God's work. And if you was doing it, you'll be right here beside me, baby. He's like, don't be mad at me. I said, hey, yo, that is considering what we know about Diddy, like that's crazy. But just in a braggadocious sense, like I love, boy,
yeah,
he was just talking.
That
wasn't rapping.
Hey man, listen, he was on the verge of being a billionaire then. So
yeah,
I mean, that's all different.
That is different. But listen,
that's funny.
That's the one.
That's funny. For me, one of my favorites comes from a rapper called Ludacris.
Oh, okay.
Ludacris is on a song with Young Buck called Stunt.
Okay.
And in that he says, maintaining my fish tank in a house costs the same. Now, I don't know if y'all know about fish tanks. Now, small aquarium. When I was a child, my mom had a small aquarium in the house. We had some little Finding Nemos and like all, goldfish and all that. Didn't really take much. Can you imagine how big your fish tank gotta cost for it to cost as much as a house?
Yeah, that is.
Like that's insane.
I'm not gonna hold you there. That's pretty stunt fool.
Man, what? he got sharks in the tank. Like it's crazy. Like that's insane. And that I just love that boy. I randomly say that in my head, and it just so happened to come. The song happened to come up on my playlist the other day, which is what made me really think about it.
Oh man.
So it's just crazy. That's
I like
crazy.
that.
No, that's fire. So.
No, that's fire. Hey, man. But hey man, that was off the dome, man. What did I say?
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Remix. The remix.
Yes.
Would you like to continue to see prolonged remixes? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really forgot. Like, that's crazy.
It's cool. I was gonna have you. But
Oh,
that's
nigga.
funny. And then my off the door was, what's one of your favorite stunt boys? Just let us know. Because
I was so lost in the conversation. I was trying to think of an answer, so I forgot what I.
Hey man, we uncles, bro. It happens. It happens.
But OS gang, what's happening, family and kinfolk? We got a few topics here on the OS news docket for this week. But let's start with I guess our street riveting street takes. But young thug Jeffrey has been freed from the Atlanta prison. Well, I can't even say prison; it was a jail. You know, Fulton County Jail.
Yeah.
But he pled guilty, had a plea deal, and he's been released. So, Johnny, thoughts?
Yay! Like I know it's okay. I'm trying to be funny. Sorry. Anyway, shout out to Young Thug. Listen, his trial. After reading the article, I didn't realize his trial had been going on for a year.
Yeah, the
longest in Georgia state history.
Yeah,
insane to really think about, and really seeing. I guess we could call it the circus of a trial that it was.
Exactly.
So much was going on during that trial. So many crazy clips. Honestly, I feel like this was kind of bound to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Him being able to be free, basically. So definitely want to shout him out. But the stipulations of him being free are kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's the one.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Did you had those up?
Yeah, I got pulled up. It says the judge gave him a total of 40 years. The first 5 years were to be served in prison, but that was commuted to be time served. Time served, he knocked that off.
Yep.
Then he has 15 years probation.
Mm-hmm.
But if he violates probation, he has 20 years to serve.
Jesus.
So that's where the 40 comes in, right?
Yeah.
So if he violated anything, 20 years, no asking.
Instant.
Bang.
Gone.
So, damn.
I know, right?
And I think the judge was very lenient, not to say like the sentence shows it, but just with the understanding that he is a musician, he is an artist, he has to travel. So, there'll be, stipulations, of course, but he's allowed to go back to the studio, go on tour. Well, not tour, but, pick up the spot.
Do little shows.
Do shows like that. I just wonder where so much of the music has kind of been tied to the YSL stuff. How does he pivot from that? I'm interested to see how some people treat him in the community, the music community now.
Right.
Not to say that he had the same thing as Gunna, but Gunna's hot.
Right.
So I think that bridge will be mended if there was a bridge built. I mean, burnt between them two. It's a lot of people that was very loud and very wrong.
I know, right?
What I'm saying?
I know.
I'm just talking about when it came to the Gunna snitch allegations and things like that, because he outside, like, and then if he get back good with Thug, what does that say?
Listen,
you know what I'm saying? What if and we can get to the music in a second, but it's just like what comes of this? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, first of all, for Young Thug to be safe from violating his probation, he need to go to Wyoming, Idaho, Maine. He need to go to one of them states don't nobody ever talk about.
I said he needs to go to Wyoming with Kanye.
Man, look.
Or if Kanye ain't there, let me get the house that he has. Let me get the ranch.
I need to be in the ranch, in the mountains. I need to be secluded and away from civilization because nobody is going to come here and mess up nothing that I got. So that's number one, right? Number two, to the music piece, like what does that sound like now?
Well, I mean, I don't expect him to change. Like, I mean, yeah, he could come out, I know I can.
All my life.
And that happened before him going to jail. Like, that's crazy. But no, it's just like I don't know what comes of that. I want Young Thug to come out and be get back reacclimated to society, be with his family, do all those things
for sure.
I think that the music will come. I think that those collaborators that Young Thug makes hot or vice versa will find their ways back to them, because I mean, being honest, the streets need it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, streets kind of nasty out here, bro. Like, you the connective tissue. Like, you know what I'm saying? You Drake needs you. Like, you know, like you need that. Like, listen, everybody eats if Thug is home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Thug and Meech home, man. Ain't enough lemon pepper in Atlanta, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's up now, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you're right, but do you think
Mm-hmm.
Young Thug would be able to continue to make hip hop music?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I
and the reason I ask is because, like you said before, his music is tied so much to the streets and YSL and things like that. And I think him rapping about those things is in violation of his probation.
Well, I think in his later years, like I know when he, you know, right before he went on trial, I love the album that he did previously. It's escaping me right now, but he was tapping more into artistry at that point.
Okay.
He was tapping more into artistry at that point. So I think that, you know, I ain't saying Young Thug can sing, but you know, niggas can hold tunes, like, you know,
hey
what I'm
man,
saying?
all the auto tune is there for a reason.
Man, hey, listen, listen, I took it as a joke, and he stayed around so long. I had to start, you know,
I had to start accepting it.
I
Right?
started accepting.
Hey, you had to actually listen and say, wait, this is kind of good. It's kind of good.
This shit kind of go. But
so you think there will be a lot of, or there will be some other genre influences in his music going forward?
Yes, and then look at this. Gunna went to jail. He came out and gave us 2 hot albums.
It's true.
And he ain't talked about a gun, a zip, or nothing. Like, he's just making vibe music. And then essentially, like, Young Thug is from the life, understandably so, but he can make music to where it doesn't fit into the box of street rap.
Got you.
So I think that he's going to be just fine. Just fine.
Okay. So with that, how soon do you think something comes?
Top of the year.
Don't
rush it.
So you thinking like, well, listen, by the end of March.
Listen, if Tory Lanez can put out music in the prison, I'm pretty sure Young Thug is sitting on some stuff.
Yeah, you probably got some backlog of recording.
And then Young Thug put out an album when he was in jail. Like, it was like I forgot the name of it, but it had Drake features. It was, you know, it was stuff on there, but it's just not, you can tell it was the leftovers. Like, we need to generate some streams.
Right.
It's kind of like one of them.
Right. But you did bring up a point too, a good point. I am curious to see, like, well, the whole Gunna thing. I am curious to see if their relationship is mended, how quickly it's mended, and if it is mended, how quickly they do a song together. I am interested about that.
Yeah.
I'm also interested about other people collaborating with Young Thug. Like, can he? Of course, he can still get the Drake. He should do the Drake feature, but a lot of the other artists that he usually collaborates with, does he still do that?
Yeah. Now that's where it gets tricky, because I don't think anybody cut off ties with Thug. It was the ties with Gunna.
Got you.
I don't think nobody's mad at Thug.
Okay.
It was really like Gunna's just, you know, for because he, you know, Gunna got away from it so cool. He dropped 2 albums since. Like, that should let you know how long it's been since he got away from it.
Which is crazy.
Right, exactly.
Which is crazy. But would Young Thug be able to still collaborate with certain individuals knowing their type of content in their music? Or if he does, well, can he tell them, hey, you know, let's tone it down type?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tricky one, because, like, I feel like if Young Thug never got into anything, he'll be okay. But we talking about somebody that's walking the thin line of probation. I think I get where your line of question is coming from, but I don't think that the art, I mean, the that should influence anything. I feel like the art is the art.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? If he's staying away from it, staying away from it. Okay. I just mail verses in, baby. I ain't got nothing to do with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We wasn't even in the studio together, P.O. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got to record.
Yeah, listen.
No, okay.
I was in Wyoming. Check the IP.
Look, no, for real. But no, okay, that's a good point. I don't know. I guess trying to foreshadow how things could potentially go, knowing what his probation sounds like. That's
Absolutely.
all. But again, Young Thug is free. Shout out to him. Also, there is a AI track of him, like with a first day out freestyle. So it's AI. It's not real. He did not record that. Okay. Of him, like, talking about the trial and all that. Like, it's not real. So y'all beware of that.
Yeah, nasty,
crazy.
But yeah, I like what you said when you talking about people mending fences and things like that. But we had a reunion of sorts at Weezyana Fest. First things first. I know we had the Hot Boys reunion, Cash Money reunion, Cash Money Millionaires, not YMCMB. It was the Cash Money.
We
Cash
talking
Money era,
the original.
So we had that, and then on top of that, Lil Wayne is the first artist or the first person to be added to the New Orleans Walk of Fame. So we had two things that happened. So Johnny, react.
Listen, man. First of all,
Hold on.
yeah, round of applause. I actually I had a calendar meeting in my phone about Weezyana Fest because I wanted to stream it.
Yeah.
Still was late today, but from what I caught, I was able to catch the Hot Boys and the Big Timers reunion. And man, look, this is like your favorite artist that you ain't seen in 20 plus years. They reunited Coachella. Like this felt like that to see Manny Fresh, Baby together doing their songs, to see all four original Hot Boys together on stage doing a song. Like it felt good. This felt like another one of those amazing hip hop moments. This was a moment. This was a moment. So to be able to stream it, I know the people that were in the building, I know the energy was high, but to be able to actually see it and all of them sound good and all hugging on stage and get them Wayne, get them Turk, like it was great, man. Oh my God, it was so great to see.
Yeah, that was for us. That ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Like, listen, I've been a Lil Wayne fan since 1998. That Block is hot. I can name damn near every album up until them I Am a Human Being bullshit. So listen,
it was two of them.
Right, exactly. Right, disgusting. But listen, but no, I've definitely been a Wayne fan, definitely a Cash Money fan. I was raised on them, and like it was so great to see them together. Like, kind of putting everything aside with what happened. The performances of the Hot Boys look good. Obviously I'm catching clips and highlights. So, maybe I didn't watch. I wasn't fortunate to watch the whole event like you, but it looked good. You know what I'm saying? So let's just address the elephant in the room. Well, I won't even start on the bad stuff.
Okay.
Master P presenting.
That was hard.
Yeah, that was fire. Because it's always been a silent beef between No Limit and Cash Money, for years, and that's understandably so. Yeah, y'all come from the same city. Who's hotter? You know what I'm saying? Who can pull the most artists in and make the city better? The city hotter. A hip hop hotbed of sorts. So it was good to see Master P present Lil Wayne with his star, and he was getting his flowers. So I mean, did it culminate with a Super Bowl halftime performance? No. But to still be honored in that way for such a music great, it's still good to see.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, do you think all of that happened because he didn't get the Super Bowl halftime show?
I think the Walk of Fame, yes. The Weezyana Fest, that's his thing.
Okay.
He's been doing that for how long?
See, that I don't know.
Louisiana Fest has definitely been a thing since we've been podcasting.
Okay.
So, let's just say 5 years of doing Louisiana Fest. And now you get something that's kind of a hallmark event, like a staple or a Nexus event. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the Hot Boys and the Big Timers on stage, and they're doing their old Cash Money catalog where we have never, like, people don't really understand Lil Wayne prior to Carter 2, which is so frustrating to me. But he definitely changed and evolved, but no, he has a whole catalog before then.
It's true.
Before 2005, y'all don't talk about that. It's cool though.
It's true.
So you had to be outside. You had to understand. Like, we was in middle school when Cash Money was a thing.
Man, what? Oh my God! That whole bling bling era. I remember all of it. I remember it all.
But man, it was good. And then I like how they performed too. Like, it kind of went back to the roots. Like, like say if Turk was in front of rapping, then Wayne would jump in front of him, and then
that's what they was doing.
That's what they did in the videos. You know what I'm saying? That's what made it felt so nostalgic. And then Lil Wayne being up there with you would say, damn, there's big brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
they
sure.
Raised him in rap because it's kind of like we don't get that Wayne if none of them niggas don't leave in the bad business and all that. So you got to understand why he had a villain arc. Right. Lil Wayne had a whole villain arc. You know what I'm saying?
So funny because it's true. It's funny because it's true. No, man, no, that's dope. No, you're right. So yeah, shout out to Lil Wayne for being the first artist that's going to be on the New Orleans Walk of Fame. So that's cool. That's huge in itself. He got the key to the city. He had the mayor of New Orleans there to present him with these things. Master P on stage presenting them.
Yeah.
Dope. So dope to see.
Yeah.
So dope to see. Now, with all that being said, you said you had something that you wanted to bring up.
Well, I mean, Super Bowl halftime. Why do you think we get that shows or confirms that he should have gotten the Super Bowl halftime performance, because he alluded to it. He talked about
he absolutely, like he gave a speech about how growing up and being a football fan and living in New Orleans, living in Miami, how he wanted to be a Super Bowl halftime performer and how it was snatched away from him. Okay. Now, if the one thing that I learned from watching this Hot Boys reunion, is that the person from New Orleans that should get a Super Bowl halftime show is Juvenile, not Lil Wayne. That's what I learned. That's what I learned from that performance. Yeah, I said it, and I do, and I mean it too.
I have no arguments here, because this is the thing, right? Lil Wayne he's the reason why people love the Hot Boys so much, quote unquote, and it's not to say they weren't ever a great group,
right?
But it's just the fact that the biggest star from the group is Lil Wayne. Like, I mean, listen, but there was points in times where Lil Wayne was not the best rapper in the group. He became that after the fact. Listen, I can make points for BG and Juvenile cleaning him up a lot of times.
Yeah.
But listen, y'all get so that's what I'm talking about. I'm a fan. Like, you can't talk like, I know y'all want to compare mixtape Weezy to 1999 Weezy. That's not, matter of fact, he wouldn't really call himself Weezy like that back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So let's stop this. Stop. Halt. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Do not pass go.
Yes. But
man, that's funny.
No, Juvenile and Manny Fresh are the ones.
Yeah.
They're the ones.
Yeah, it's true.
I think his music encapsulates New Orleans more than Lil Wayne does. Lil Wayne became a rap pop rock star.
So you're absolutely right. But even on top of that, the sheer difference in performance, stage presence, like everything that comes with a Super Bowl halftime performance, the distance between Wayne and Juvenile was evident to me, even for the short amount of time Juvenile was on the stage. It's different.
Why is Juvie's like Tiny Desk so popular?
Does Wayne have a Tiny Desk?
No, he doesn't. I mean, but this is the thing. People will make the hit argument, and I get that. You know, Wayne had, listen, it ain't too. The only person that probably got more hits than Wayne is Drake, and that's
right.
It's close.
And shit, and a lot of them are together.
Right, exactly.
So yeah.
But it's just, the thing is, when you talk about his mixtape catalog, that's what people want to start bringing that up. Like, he's gonna perform that at fucking
he's
Super
not
Bowl. He's not performing Swag Surf freestyle at the Super Bowl.
Even though that's my shit.
But
he's not.
That's no.
He's not going to.
And if you don't bring out them FLY niggas, them fly niggas, I don't want to hear the fast life youngster niggas. I don't want to see him perform that shit.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's funny. That's
I'm just saying that you know how listen, you know how nasty that would be, sidebar. You know how nasty that would be. Like, you get to the Super Bowl and you perform a freestyle off of somebody else's shit, but they don't get a chance to be there.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna stop you when you're lying. I'm gonna stop you, but
I mean, I don't know nobody want to see that, but I'm just saying it's just a point. But I mean,
bro,
listen, the NFL still ain't did nothing wrong. If you want to put it to Jay-Z still ain't did nothing wrong. Lil Wayne, and this is not saying he's not worthy. Yeah. The performances is not there.
It's not.
And then we're not. And then y'all think they was gonna let that niglet show that Hot Boy reunion. You think? Listen, man,
think that was gonna be on the world's biggest stage?
Listen,
no.
BG just got out of jail. Just got out of prison. Do you think he needs to be on the world stage where they can be like, who is this guy? Baby gangster. Let's see what he's talking about. He just did 14 years in the NFL. Just like, oh God. Now we got to defend BG. And it ain't his fault. It's not his fault.
It's not his fault. That's funny. That's funny.
I'm just saying.
So I don't understand. Okay. All right. So again, I love the reunion. The reunion was great. Listen, it felt good. It felt amazing.
Deep down in my black soul, it felt amazing for me.
Why couldn't they do this at SM Fest?
It was in New Orleans, probably in the same fucking arena.
No, right? I don't know. Right. I definitely thought about that during the performances. Like, why y'all couldn't do this? But
built up anticipation for Weezyana Fest.
I mean, maybe
because Lil Wayne ain't performing no new songs. Like, it's like you have a festival every year, and it ain't like, and it ain't saying Lil Wayne ain't like capable of doing his own festival, but it's just like What's the surprise this year?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
And Louisiana Fest has been going on since 2015.
Oh Jesus,
2015.
Okay, I feel you.
So there we go.
Hey man,
I didn't know that.
I knew it was since we was podcasting. It started before, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But hey, let's get political real quick, man. I know people go love this. No, we ain't going that deep in the political bag. But hey, 50 Cent did a recent interview with the Breakfast Club where he sat down and discussed that he was offered $3 million to perform at a Trump rally, which he turned down. It was at the Madison Square Garden Trump rally.
Yep.
So Johnny, what do you have to say about 50 Cent just even being offered $3 million to perform for Trump?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I think both the Republicans and the Democrats have reached deep into their bag to pay artists and entertainers to seemingly endorse them. Hell, if I forgot, but Trump paid Sexy Red at one point to do some type of promo or something. I don't know. And then just came out that she voted for Kamala. Like, type, did we really think Sexy Red was about to vote for Trump? Come on now, like let's be for real. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I'm absolutely not surprised that the Trump campaign agreed to pay 50 Cent $3 million. And it is no surprise to me that 50 Cent turned it down. 50 Cent to me is one of the smartest entertainers, right? And by that, in this specific instance, is I've never seen him talk about politics. And if I have, maybe I forgot.
Yeah.
But I think it's in his best interest, business-wise, to not openly endorse anyone in politics, because he got his hands in so many different pots. Like, one wrong endorsement publicly could ruin a lot of money for him. So yeah, no, you cannot pay me $3 million to perform Many Men. I don't care if I even perform a verse or the hook. $3 million ain't enough.
It's so many things that I take away from this, right? Because 50 Cent hasn't been the first rapper and he won't be the last rapper to be approached by any political party.
Not at all.
For any type of performance or any type of endorsement or any type of, just anything, right? But what's your thought process if you are a staunch Trump supporter and you paid your money or you paid money to campaign funds and donations and things like that, and you know that your money's being funneled to a rapper, you know what I'm saying, to perform at a rally, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
how would you feel?
So this is
like, say if you donated to a political campaign and they put money into an artist to perform at a rally, you don't even give a fuck about, like, you don't care. Like, I'm not saying that Trump people don't like rap or they don't like 50.
Yeah.
But I imagine there's some that don't give a fuck about none of that.
Well, this is the thing that I've seen on social media from Trump supporters.
Yeah.
They like his dirty draws. Mm-hmm. Anything that he endorses or says he's okay with or is cool with, his supporters are gonna like it. Mm-hmm. Now, they may not know one word to Many Men. They may not, I'm sure they don't. But if they see 50 Cent come out there, I bet you they gonna cheer.
And it's kind of like, and then I applaud 50 for still having a level of, like, this is the thing, right? 50 wants the same praise that like a Jay gets,
mm-hmm.
like for business moves and things like that and moving smart and all that. This is a smart move.
Oh, absolutely.
But this just has nothing to do with your morals.
Okay.
No, don't make it seem.
I'm rolling.
Don't make it seem like
I'm rolling.
$3 million ain't worth it to 50 Cent because he can get that in the show somewhere else.
Facts. Oh, that's fact.
Like
that's fact.
Like I imagine 50 Cent with his whole production can get $3 million outside. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But 50 Cent is damn near probably worth $1 billion because of the studio, his investments, all those things.
For sure.
So, like you said, it's a smart business move. Like, I'm not gonna piss off my Power fans. I'm not gonna piss off.
Right.
I'm trying to get G Unit students popping, like G Unit Studios popping. So
right.
Don't make it seem like you above the fray when you just the same nigga as them. Like, Jay just not as loud as you, but Jay is you're the same nigga that you claim that Jay-Z ain't. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the same person.
Same person. Maybe on different scales at the moment, different tiers.
Yeah, but no, y'all the same nigga. So it's like, don't make it seem like you did that shit as a moral move and it's really just business. You know what I'm saying?
So with that being said, what amount of money do you think? What amount of money do you think 50 would have taken in order to perform that song? Because there's a number.
It's a number.
There's a number.
I think it had to be double digits.
Okay, so you thinking like 10 and above, or 15? 15? I can see that. I can see that.
What's your number? And do you wear the MAGA hat?
First of all,
okay, the MAGA hat too much. All right,
wait,
I bet.
Okay, let's really talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
Am I me today, or am I in 50? Am I 50 Cent tier?
You are Johnny in 50 Cent tier.
Oh, 50. Oh, no, he gonna have to pay me at least 20. If I'm 50 Cent, he got to pay me 20, 25.
That's why I said I think the base,
and that's without the MAGA hat.
I say the minimum is 20.
Yeah, and that's without the MAGA hat.
I'm talking about now. If he can give Ralph $3 million. I'm gonna go out there with the union vest, look, the do rag, the spinner chain.
If we talking me today, I'll perform the whole Get Rich or Die Trying.
Man, what?
$3 million. Let's do it
right now.
What we talking about?
MAGA hat. It's gonna be on backwards though. Ain't nobody like you got a red hat. He got a red hat on. It's to the back though. I'm never turning around.
Okay, how much to turn it around?
Shit.
How much to turn a MAGA hat to the front?
I need 10. Like, it's gotta be a clear distinction between me and these niggas now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I got 10 milli to do 50 Cent karaoke.
Because damn, trap karaoke is crazy. That's crazy. But no, yeah, because I'm gonna have to be paid enough that I can make sure my mom's straight, and I can go to an island and never be seen again. Never be seen again.
I'm gonna take Donald Trump's American money and move abroad.
Yep. and I want my rich people tax cuts.
Man, what?
And I want it all. I want all of it. All of it.
So yeah, but nah, I think the price was just too low. But I think it just harms 50 Cent in a business sense. And I think, 50 Cent's rich enough to where Trump's policies, a lot of these celebrities are Trump rich.
Yeah.
But you got to think about their business ventures and things like that depend on us common people. It's capitalism, right?
Exactly.
They depend on us to sustain their lifestyle with the things that we buy into and the things that we purchase and the tickets and CDs, makeup, what the fuck you peddling these days? Sir Davis, I don't know, whatever you peddling these days. So it benefits you to align yourself with certain people.
It's true.
Or shut the fuck up. How about that?
No, for real. Not that. It always pays to shut up.
Man,
always.
I promise you.
Always. And it's the easiest thing to do. Yet people don't do it. I don't understand. I don't understand it. It's so weird.
I don't understand it either. But yeah, that was hilarious.
It was.
Hey man, we got an album review, man. Hey man. Johnny's man.
Hey.
Tyler, the creator, came out with a new album, Chromakopia. It is his eighth studio album. Came out on last Monday. So we had a good time to sit here and digest it.
For sure.
Just sit with the music. So Johnny, just your initial thoughts about the album.
Well, before I get into my thoughts, how did you feel about the Monday release? Like, I know for albums used to be released on Tuesday, then they started being released on Friday.
Yeah.
So with this being a Monday release, the first early week release in a very long time.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
It felt different. Like, I mean, and I guess it depends on the artist. Like, I'm not saying that a Tyler album, it doesn't excite me, but I'm a fan of the music, but it ain't like, oh my God, play. Like, you know what I'm saying? It would have to be that type of artist for me to feel any type of way about it being a Monday release.
Understood.
But
okay.
I mean, but if you're just in the sense of albums dropping on Monday at 8, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm not mad at it. Because it's like, I guess because I have my Monday routine and what that is. And it might be press and play on OS by 8 a.m. I hope y'all do that.
Talk about it.
So it's just, I would hope that, it would have to be that type of artist for me to feel like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, if it's a trend that continues, I ain't mad at it. It's been so many other things. We done got Friday. Man, listen. If you that person, you that nigga, you can do what you want.
Facts. No, okay.
And that's a flex from Tyler.
I feel that. But my initial thoughts on the album, I really enjoyed it. I think it's somewhat of a mix of pretty much all of his past albums. I wasn't really sure what to expect, like sonically, because I mean, going from Flower Boy to Igor was like a big style difference, and then from Igor to Call Me If You Get Lost, another big style difference.
Yeah.
But I think the core of Tyler the Creator as an artist is always there. So overall, I thoroughly enjoyed the
album. I share the sentiment. Like, I think it's a lot of what I've heard before from Tyler, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's just like, I know that this is a safe space for me to make this music. Yeah. And you know, the features, everything just kind of aligned. There were some things I liked, some things I was like, oh, and then, you know, I don't think anything was bad or trash. Like, I'm not coming from that angle, but it's just like, oh, this is cool.
This is cool.
Yeah, this is cool. But I mean, so what's your high points of the album?
High points on the album. Going from track one. Well, okay. First of all, let me say this: in the year 2024, never did I think I would hear an album start off with a whisper song. I did not think that would happen, like in this year. But but the intro was dope. Yeah. But the intro going into track 2, I think, is Rat-ta-ta,
which is a different change of pace.
Right. Yeah. Right. But that beat was so hard.
Honestly. Rat-ta-ta should have started off together.
Man, look.
Listen, if you want to grab my attention, come like
that.
Whoa.
Wait.
Whoa.
Whoa. Time out. That's how you present the album.
That's how you start the album off.
That's what he said. Another highlight for me is the storytelling. The storytelling on this album. I think Take Your Mask Off. Judge Judy, Hey Jane is one of my top songs on this album, just from a storytelling perspective, right? I think he did that really well. And the other thing with Tyler, which has been a theme throughout his career with his albums, is a lot of his music is like produced, arranged, all of that by him. Yeah. Now there are some albums where he has other people come in and produce as well, but this particular album is fully done by him. He did everything on this album. So the fact that we've been able to get such a great album with him doing pretty much everything on it is dope as hell. What's some of your highs?
Definitely Rat-ta-ta. Hey Jane, Judge Judy. Come on now, Sticky. I mean, hey man. hey man, Tyler's still the baddest bitch on this album.
Talk about it.
But listen, you got Big Low Sexy and Lil Wayne on the track. Hey,
one thing that Tyler's gonna do is have a Lil Wayne feature. I think he done had a Lil Wayne feature on every album since Cherry Bomb, which is like his 3rd or 4th. That's crazy.
I ain't mad at him. Lil Wayne never disappoints when it comes to like trading bars with Tyler. So
for sure,
I really enjoyed. It was. I'm kind of on the fence because I like hidden features, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's not just like that's just like an industry thing. Certain things like you can probably press play on a Beyonce album that should have happened. Like I'm like, oh no, I want to know who's on the song.
right.
Whose vocals are these? Like this because I see Daniel Caesar on here. I could have swore Frank Ocean was on this album.
Right,
I see Daniel Caesar twice. So I'm like, I thought he was out of here. Like, thank you, Tyler, for saving his life.
Facts.
They got him up out of here.
Man, I agree, right? But I think the hidden features only make sense in certain situations. I think the hidden feature on Like That, I think was perfect because nobody was expecting Kendrick to be on there. Yeah. But on an album like this, why are you hiding this?
Yeah,
like what's there to hide?
Like the sticky joint with Glow Sexy. It's like you hear I'm like, oh,
we know who this is.
Oh, but still like, oh
yeah,
like that's kind of like how I was because I think the songs like Rat-ta-ta and Sticky like are completely different change of paces in the how the album sounds. Like these are either meant to be singles or just some type of standout track because it doesn't. I'm not saying it. Okay, maybe I am saying it doesn't fit. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Because to go from Judge Judy to Sticky, bro, like
it's different.
Judge Judy, and then it go to Stick. Like, come on, bro.
But see,
that's like,
you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that because also listening to this album, you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like, and no disrespect. This sounds like a better curated version of Schoolboy Q's album that came out this year.
Okay.
Because, yes, like you just mentioned, a lot of the production, it sounds like it's a little all over the place, but I do feel like it kind of fits. It kind of fits. Unlike Schoolboy Q's, it was literally one extreme to the next throughout the entire album. If that makes sense. So.
Yeah. And then it was one song. I'm not sure if it's "Take Your Mask Off" or it was one of them songs. It just sounded like just something that just should have been on "Call Me If You Get Lost." And I'm not saying that's a leftover, but had leftover vibes.
Okay.
Not saying that's a bad thing, but I was just like, this just sounds like something he was in that space of making. Gotcha. And sometimes, and I think that was kind of like, maybe if I could say it was a low light or a nitpick, that's really what that was. Not to say nothing's wrong with staying in the safe space, but it just felt like, no, this probably should have been on this album. Like maybe that's just how I was hearing it. And one thing I do enjoy about this album, I can play it through. Like I didn't skip, any songs.
And that's a good point. I don't think too many complete albums that came out this year or no skips. And this album sounds like it should be played from track 1 to track 14.
It really should.
The only other 2 albums I could think, the Eminem album sounds that way. The Death of Slim Shady, and then the Doechii album. Doechii album kind of sounds like that too, which she calls a mixtape. But
I was about to say, and you haven't listened to Big X, right?
I got it downloaded, but not yet.
Big X's album is like that.
Okay,
it's like play that joint from like don't start in the middle,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's serial killer activity anyway.
Yeah,
don't start the album from the middle.
Those don't do that. But no, I mean, so I think we pretty much highlighted it. You know, for real. So out of 5, what you ranking it? I know it's gonna be high.
Yeah. I honestly, I think I think this album is as close to flawless as it could be. Not saying that it's but it's as close to flawless as I think it could be, but I don't know what I would do to improve it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like
I want to give it a 5, but I can't. I feel like I can't give it a 5.
Nah,
not a 5.
Because and okay, maybe I shouldn't compare it to previous works, but it's not better than his last. You know what I'm saying?
See,
and that's not fair. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You only as funky as your last cut.
Right. True. No, that's true. But see, I don't know if I agree. As much as I love Call Me If You Get Lost, and again, this is 98% maybe recency bias, but I do feel like this album is better than Call Me If You Get Lost.
What, is it shorter?
No, just from and I know Call Me If You Get Lost was more like a Gangsta Grills, and DJ Drama kind of held the gel of all the songs together, even with his mom being somewhat of a narrator to the album as well, like she was on this one. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on why I feel like this one is better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it takes time.
But anyway,
we can always revisit the take.
True.
So 4.5.
no, for real. Like, yeah, that's where I'm going.
Okay. I'm in the space of like, and that's because like I'm not the biggest Tyler fan, but I mean I can acknowledge when the music is good.
Yeah.
But it's somewhere between like 3.5 and 4 for me, so I'll say 3.75.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's where it is for me. Like I think I enjoy it. I think I'm gonna keep it on my phone, keep it in my playlist
for sure.
And I've been enjoying what I've heard, and I like you said, the storytelling and stuff like that. And I can't put my finger on it, but that one song sounds like Say Your Name, and I just couldn't let it go. Wait. And that's the song I was talking about. Remember I was saying, like,
what's your
name?
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a song on here that sounds like that or in that vein, and it was like,
interesting.
Like he was just singing. Like I mean, I'm saying nothing ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, no, I got
it just sounds like, oh, that worked. Let me do it again. Like you know what I'm saying?
Okay. No, I'm gonna go back and revisit see if I
And that I mean, listen, I'm nitpicking. I ain't but it's not a hate nitpick. You know what I'm saying? It's just coming from I think I'm more objective on Tyler's music than Johnny is, and the way that's his man's. But
I mean, it's true.
Just a little bit.
Look, I always acknowledge my bias.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, we here.
Yeah, we here. Hey man, well I know what else is here. Blurred topic, blurred segment.
Hey.
Let's start here first, man. MCU never fails to disappoint when it comes to the trailer game, man. So 2025, their Disney Plus lineup is out.
Man,
Johnny,
Jesus Christ,
Johnny, what we doing with the Disney Plus content in 2025? Because you told me something, and I don't know. I wonder if you go keep it funky here.
What? Oh, wait, hold on. What did I say?
No, it wasn't nothing that crazy. It was just like, hey, I was just getting ready to cancel Disney Plus now.
Oh no, no, no. Listen, okay, facts. Now let's talk about it. Because first of all, which I'm sure we'll get to at some point in this broadcast, but Agatha All Along is officially wrapped.
Yeah.
For the season.
So
and
we ain't got nothing else to talk about.
We ain't got nothing else to talk about. And I was about to hit cancel on that subscription.
Yeah.
Until this trailer came out. let me first of all, it's some hold on. Let's pull this up because
we need to see
something comes out in January before Daredevil, right? Hold on. I got the link here. I thought I had the link. Did I send it to you? Did I send it to you?
We were talking about it in our group, in our multiple threads, we have.
Right. all real friends have multiple threads.
Yeah, facts.
Hold on. I know I got the whole joint somewhere.
Yeah, I was hoping that it kind of, showed the lineup, and I was trying to look for an article that expressed that. Mm-hmm. But it's a lot going on in 2025. You just talking about the Disney Plus side of it,
right? Not even talking about the movie.
And I'm just, man, listen, please, Jesus, something has to be good.
Well, okay. The one thing I'm expecting to be good out of the whole trailer lineup is Daredevil. That's the one thing that I'm expecting to be good
because nothing changed,
right? Like no, exactly.
Nothing literally changed. You recasted everybody, and it's supposed to be like a season 4 type continuation, or is it like a? I can't remember how they said it. It's not season 4, but it's not
season 1. I feel like it's a mixture. Like it's almost a reboot, but it's a continuation.
Yeah,
it's a continuation. But in the MCU, because Daredevil is already connected to the MCU through Kingpin, through Echo, and through Spider-Man.
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? And kind of, while you're looking that up, I think the animated joints will probably go slap more.
Yeah,
because you got Eyes of Wakanda, you got a Spider-Man series, and you got Marvel Zombies. You got what's another one in there? I think it's another one I'm missing.
What's crazy is What If season 3 actually comes out next month. Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what we were thinking about. But I think, does the Spider-Man joint come out?
That might be the one that comes out in January.
Okay, so you got Spider-Man. Well, What If, Spider-Man, Eyes of Wakanda, Marvel Zombies.
Yep.
And I can see myself low-key getting into all of them except Marvel Zombies.
You think so?
Marvel Zombie sounds like it should be an episode of What If. I don't want to watch a whole episode. I don't want to watch a whole season of that. That shit sounds stupid.
What's crazy, I think it's a spinoff of What If. I think it's a spinoff of it.
Because it's kind of like, think about it like this. I would be okay with it if the Avengers had to fight like zombie Thanos or some shit. Like maybe that'd make more sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? But see, a zombie Captain America or a zombie Black Panther. Like I don't.
I think I think something like that is going to happen, but in the What If timeline. So like Captain Marvel might be Moon Knight, some random shit like that, like something like that.
I don't know, man.
So okay, so I got the 2025 lineup. Okay. So January 29th starts Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Daredevil Born Again is March 4th. Mm-hmm. Ironheart is June 24th. Eyes of Wakanda is August 6th. Mm-hmm. Marvel Zombies comes out in October. Of course. And then Wonder Man is December of next year.
Listen, they got something for you every other month. Every month or every other month.
At least something one thing a quarter. Something. Yes.
Like I think the biggest gap is what that March and June.
March and June. Yep. Yeah. No, yeah. Because June, then you got August, October, December.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. So with these, what outside of Daredevil, what other ones are you looking forward to the most?
My black bias is showing, so I'm gonna say either Ironheart or Wonder Man.
I feel that. So for me personally, I think it's Ironheart. I'm not saying I have high expectations for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but it's an animated Spider-Man. I think that's kind of hard to mess up. So I think it's gonna be good.
It's like a layup. Like I'm not worried about that. And then What If it's kind of like it is what it is with that. So it's kind of like, okay, Captain Carter, like, cool.
Nah, for real.
I'm think I'm straight on that, honestly. But whatever.
That's funny.
But I think, like you said, Ironheart, and just knowing the story of she has to go pretty much and rebuild her Mach 1 version of that, and get ready for it. It's gonna be a Tony Stark AI somewhere in there.
I know
you got to deal with that.
I know.
Because obviously Tony Stark is so pivotal to her story.
True.
Just from what I researched in the comics, so it's kind of like we just got to deal with that. But how do they build this world around her? We're going to see how that happens. Wonder Man, it seems interesting, but I heard there's a lot of twist and backstory to that.
Yeah.
a twist into how his origin story. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm confident in Yaha's ability to act.
Same.
So that's where I can kind of see myself leaning into that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the fake Mandarin back. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right?
As his acting coach.
True.
I just want to see how they build on it. I think that can be an entertaining show.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah. No, emphasis on hope.
Because think about this, right? If we just talking about a overall view of the MCU live action Disney Plus shows,
yeah,
the actors can act. It just be the writing.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
you telling me Samuel L. Jackson is trash. You telling me that like even Agatha, which we're about to get to in a second, like Captain Han can act.
True.
It's just what we think about the show.
It's the story. Yeah,
it's a story.
Yeah, and I hope another theme of the Marvel live action TV shows.
Yeah.
Is that they always seem to set up something else. When is it that we get a show or a season that's just itself? Maybe with Daredevil. No, you don't think so?
Not now.
Damn.
It used to be like that. Not now. Because even in the Netflix connected universe, when they was doing the Defender stuff, it always set up something else.
True.
So now, Marvel stuff ain't nothing but a trailer for something else.
You're right.
Because it's kind of like, think about it like this. With Marvel, with Daredevil being so connected to She-Hulk now, being connected to Spider-Man, and then Kingpin being connected to other stuff. Hey, man.
No, that's
it's free reign, baby.
No, you're right. Damn, you're right. I forgot about the whole She-Hulk thing.
Yeah.
Last thing on Ironheart.
Yeah.
Ironheart is supposed to be set in Chicago.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Because
she's from Chicago.
She's from Chicago, but we're so used to New York, like all these other cities, but now we get somewhere in the Midwest and a whole different dynamic as far as like feel of a season.
Yeah, we never had a Midwest thing. It's always been West Coast and East Coast.
Yep.
Okay.
So that should be cool.
Interesting. Man, I guess it was Billy all along, man. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Agatha All Along season 1 has finally come to an end. Episode 8 and 9 came out last week. Johnny.
Hey man, look. I told y'all at the beginning of the season, the way that it was going, there needed to be a big payoff. And I feel like it was.
Okay.
I feel like it was. I feel like they finished the season strong.
Yep.
Look, cause boy. Cause fam, I was like, "Hey,
you was out of here." I know them first episodes.
That might have been the first series on Disney Plus. I'd have been like, "I'm turning this off. I ain't finishing it." I stuck through, and it paid off.
Okay.
It paid off.
Okay.
How you feel about the season?
The season, it started off good for me, and then somewhere in the middle, it just became wash, rinse, and repeat with the trials.
Yeah.
I got tired of that.
Yeah.
And then we finally understood who Billy was,
Mm-hmm.
the Team Billy, and then he's Scarlet Witch son, and then the big twist at the end. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, but just knowing that the witch's role was nothing but a figment of his imagination, and knowing that Agatha had this affinity for him because he reminded him so much of the child that she lost.
Yeah.
But Lady Death took him from him. So it's kind of like, so that's the one that Thanos was living on. I see why he was going crazy. I'm taking jewels too. I'm snapping. I'll kill
half the universe for this.
Man, Vision won't stand a chance against me if that's what I got to get on the end. Boy, what you talking? But what you saying?
Facts.
But I mean, just you had to kind of listen. I don't know if now this is a nitpick, or maybe you can let me know, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we could have got to that sooner.
Yes, I agree.
Because 9 episodes of that was kind of like, hey, man.
But this the thing, like, for me at least, you needed the build up for the reveal that the road was fake all along. Which now you had to get through it in order to, really feel the effects of that. So yes, I kind of struggled through watching the trials and all that. But knowing that one, Agatha created the Witch's Road tune to lure witches to steal their power and kill them. But the fact that Billy Maximoff, knowing the tune, knowing the song, but then actually just created the road just
off a figment of his imagination. Just let you know
insane
how I think
powerful he is.
That's the thing. And if they're introducing these kids, like, we getting Billy Maximoff, and then eventually probably go get Nathaniel Richards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to introduce how powerful that some of these offspring of these main MCU people can be.
Facts.
I'm here for it, but it's like, listen, man, Marvel, y'all got your hands in too many pots, man. Listen, you know how long it took us to get this?
I know.
Agatha All Along was nothing but a trailer for Billy Maximoff, and they talking about a weekend show. No, like absolutely not.
Let's not do that.
Let's not. I can't do a spinoff of a spinoff now. That's crazy to me.
The one thing that I have in the back of my mind about the MCU in general, movies, TV, and all that, they literally set up these. They set up the cinematic universe like a comic book universe. Like the same thing happens in comic books. You read issue 1 and 2 over here of Wanda, but issue 1 and 2 of She-Hulk is gonna be a crossover. Like, and that's the one thing that keeps me intrigued. Now, some of these might be just okay or lackluster, but it keeps me going on. Okay, we got Billy Maximoff and Agatha as a ghost now. Yeah. At some point in another future TV show or movie, he's gonna find his brother Tommy. Like, I'm intrigued by that, even though it might not come for another 4 years.
Nah, that's crazy.
Like, that's insane. But that's really what it is.
Ain't gonna be no young Avengers. He gonna be a young adult. Then he gonna be
young adult Avengers.
Listen, how like in church they got the angel choir, then they got the teen choir, then they got the young adult choir, then you got the big people choir. Like, hey, listen,
you got
bro.
the choir.
Right. And then you got the old niggas choir. Like, hey man, everybody singing. Like, hey man, why don't everybody just sing in one choir?
And then you get the joint choir.
Exactly. Crossover choir. Like, I don't know, man. Listen, it's crazy. Male chorus.
See that's the Avengers. That's the Avengers.
That's crazy, bro.
That's so funny.
But I mean, all in all, the season was pretty solid, man. So I mean, if you just want to say out of 5, what would you rank it?
Listen, the big reveal at the end saved it. Okay. So I'm going to give it a 3.5 because of the big reveal. If we ain't had that,
might be 2.
Like, I ain't got nothing for you, my boy.
I'm agree with you on the 3.5. Like, I think it's entertaining. Most of these things are entertaining. It's just like, what's the replay value? Do I really see myself going back and watching this? Probably not.
Yeah, no.
It feels more seasonal than anything.
And this is
and hold on, sidebar.
Yeah,
and the other thing, Agatha being a ghost looked trash because she looked like Casper. Like, it was the same. It was the same thing that they, you remember when Casper, old girl Daddy and Casper became a ghost? That's exactly how Agatha looked. The same CGI.
She had
Casper came out in 92. It came out in the tapes with the pop, the pop, the thing, the pop, the plastic.
Is Casper Disney property? They might have used the same
shit. It wouldn't surprise me if they owned it.
It wouldn't. The last things about Agatha, two things. One, and you tell me if I missed this.
Okay.
They never said why Lady Death came for Agatha's son. Like, why did she have to take him? Why is the only thing she could grant her was time?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it was like karma for Agatha. I don't know. I missed that too. Yeah. I might have missed that.
And then the other thing, when Billy Maximoff was trying to cast Agatha's ghost away, she was saying she can't go because she can't face him. They never say who the him is.
Hold on, say it again.
So like at the very end, Billy Maximoff he went back to where the door was to the road.
Yeah,
he drew the pentagram on it. He had got his book, and he's saying some type of incantation to get rid of Agatha's ghost, like to make her basically go be dead, basically.
Okay.
And he was asking her, "Why won't you die?"
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Because I can't face him." That was her response to his question.
Is that a Mephisto reference?
Now, that's my thought.
Yeah,
that's my thought.
I think because they already name dropped Mephisto in the show.
They did.
I think that there's a fair hypothesis.
I think so. Hypothesis. You're right.
Right.
You're right. I agree with that, which is probably why Lady Death had to take the baby, because she wasn't supposed to be pregnant by him. That's my thought, but I don't know.
I was so wondering. I was like, "Hey, ain't she a lesbian? What happened with?" All right, my bad. I was like, "Who's?"
Hey,
and then like,
in the year of our Lord 2024, you can be bisexual.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay,
but we talking about in 1790, like when the Salem witch trials was going on. Who peen did she take? Like who? Like all right, you know what? My bad. Penguin. Episode 6. I'm asking too many questions.
Bro, that's hilarious. But yeah, weird.
Episode 6. Hey man.
Yeah.
Oswald. King Oz is back.
How do this motherfucker not die every episode?
Hey,
I don't understand it.
Johnny, this motherfucker don't miss.
He don't,
He don't miss.
He don't miss. It's true. It's true.
Don't miss.
It's true. Listen, Oswald Cobb, however you want to call him, the Penguin. He really know how to talk his way into and out of some shit. Yes. He really do. It's so interesting, like how he's able to just maneuver. He's getting he's getting gangs that hate each other together to go against the new Maroney and what's my girl Sophia clan. Like it's so dope to see, and like I can't watching this series makes me very excited for the Batman 2. Oh yeah, because this is supposed to lead right into it. Yeah. So I don't know, man. What you think?
The name of this episode was Gold Summit. Man, listen. Just when I think the episode's is gonna take a dive, or it's gonna be like, this was filler. Nope. I think one of the most riveting scenes was when he corralled everybody to kind of go against the Maronis. Yeah. He has a true gift of gab. Absolutely. And I think the thing that got him everybody on his side, he admitted to killing Roberto. Yep. He admitted that. Yep. And everybody I don't think everybody knew that, but I got him out the way. But that was to get the bliss into the hands of the people that could, make the city, make him the most powerful gangster in the city. Right. So listen, that speech had me ready to move some bliss.
Man, look.
It kind of reminded me, remember the president on Independence Day, we will not go quietly in the night. We will not vanish without a fight.
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
It kind of gave me that vibe. I was like, damn, I'm going to sell some bliss now.
Look, I got North County.
But I mean, Colin Farrell, man, listen, bro. Like, listen, I was hating on him at first. Yeah. I did not like Colin Farrell. I think he was kind of like a mid-off type of actor. Yeah. Like, he's a pretty boy, box office person. Oh no.
He better get every Emmy he nominated for.
I said that. I was like, he needs to be nominated. Like, if this is just a one-off thing, which is cool, he needs every award.
Sweep the whole shit.
It's no. I ain't gotta watch every show on TV to know that he cooking everybody. He frying people, frying them.
Both sides.
Both
sides. Best makeup, best artist, best actor. He need to get all of it. So the last shot of the movie, the last shot of the episode, right? Yes. Where Sophia basically found Oswald. Look, found Penguin's mother. Yes. With the crowbar in her hand. Yeah. She was gonna go to work if Oswald was there. But do you think she kills her at the beginning of the next episode?
Absolutely not. No. I think it's used as a ploy to get Penguin out. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, because killing Penguin's mom gets no leverage. It's just a mom that's dead. So that's what I'm saying, the war just continues to ramp up. So at this point, I think Sophia is a very brilliant villain. Yeah. So I give her more credit than just going in there smashing up, Oz's mom with the crowbar. And Victor's there too. Now, granted, if I had to pick between Victor and Sophia, I'm gonna go Sophia. And that's no disrespect to Victor. Victor let's go back to that. He just caught his first body. And one thing I enjoyed, which is kind of like in the Sixth Sadistic way, the mentor-mentee relationship between Victor and Oz. Mm-hmm. How Victor, like, Oz knew what happened. Yeah. And he told him, he was like, hey, you're gonna be all over the place tomorrow, and I need you to focus. But he told him how to deal with the thing about getting his first body. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was so sadistic. So it's kind of like, hey, he got to survive. So I see both of them surviving, whatever happens at the beginning of episode 7. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because Victor has to make it to Batman 2 as Oswald's number 2.
Got to.
Because if he don't, I'm gonna be highly pissed off. Even though he's gonna be, if the Penguin is a small part of the Batman 2, I know Victor probably
he go get one scene.
Two lines. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that, you know what I'm saying? shit.
Man, Penguin,
but
Penguin,
cooking though.
Penguin told that man. He whispered in his ear, "It gets easier."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like
I was
chills.
like, oh,
it
that
was
kind
chills.
of hurt. I was like, oh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it makes sense if you in the life. Like I just
Well, this is the thing, right? And this is one thing I enjoy about Victor's character. Like he literally lost everything. He lost his parents in the flood.
Yeah.
And then his girl pretty much came to, try to get him or whatever. And he chose to stay in the life. He was like, I'd rather me going away with you doesn't change my problems.
Right.
And sometimes, him just kind of settling into the life with Oz and being a number two, being his driver, being his, his right hand. I mean, it changes his life in a different way. Better is for the subjective. I mean, it's subjective, but you get my point. It's just like he changed as a person.
Right.
So that change doesn't come if you just run away from the problem.
It's facts. It's facts.
See how deep we can go with it? Because they cook it.
Both feet.
Man, what?
Both feet in there.
Well, hey, man, clearly,
yeah, man,
we have reached the end of our docket. Johnny, what you got for him, brother?
Listen, if you're on YouTube, we appreciate you for rocking with us this long. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Again, hit the comment section. We want to talk to y'all about the topics that we discussed today. And we'll catch y'all next week. Now, if you're on audio, you know what time it is.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.